Hello, 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 everyone. Give me a moment. I will be right with you guys.
I'm Vinny Politan. Thanks so much for joining us here on Closing Arguments, and it's an unusual verdict Monday. A big verdict today in Brooklyn, New York. R&B superstar Rkelly on trial, facing federal racketeering charges. This is the moment where the jury spoke, and they spoke loudly, ladies and gentlemen. Guilty on all counts for R&B superstar Rkelly. These are the only images we're going to get because it's federal court. No cameras or microphones permitted inside there. But Court TV legal correspondent Julie Janae is in Brooklyn, New York tonight and has the latest for us and the reaction to really a dramatic day and a big conclusion for something that has been years in the making, Julie.
Penny, really a dramatic day, one that was unexpected to most of us when it comes to how quickly this jury came back. They were 5 hours into their deliberations today. Add that to the 4 hours that they spent on Friday, so only around 9 hours. Most were not expecting them to come back with a verdict today, but the news of that decision coming in just reverberated through the courthouse, people running to make sure that they were inside these overflow rooms and even inside the courthouse to make sure they witness what would happen. I watched this jury walk in one by one, not making eye contact with the defendant. One woman did glance over at him, and I noticed Rkelly being very still, almost frozen, just completely stoic throughout the time of the reading. He tensed just a little bit, it seemed, when the jury foreman rose. And the way this foreman replied, first of all, I'll talk about his note to the judge to say that they had a verdict. He said, regarding the verdict, we have finally reached a verdict. So it gives us a sense that inside that jury room, it was not as unexpected. They felt like they had been laboring over this for a very long amount of time. He read off guilty, Your Honor, over and over again. No reaction visibly from Rkelly, other than the fact that his frozen state just was so recognizable, because his attorneys continued to move. He did not write anything. He did not look anywhere, just staring almost into space as he learned his fate.
Julia, this was a federal indictment, and the charges were a little different than we normally see in the state cases that we cover day in and day out here on Court TV. Explain to us what exactly he was found guilty of, and how that breaks down for Rkelly's future.
Absolutely. This was a complicated case for these jurors. This spans 3 decades. There are 6 Jane Does in the indictment, and there are 9 counts. But under that first count of racketeering, there were 14 underlying offenses where the prosecution had to prove at least 2 of them in order for this jury to find him guilty of racketeering. So here's a breakdown of it by the Jane Does and the allegations. So Jane Doe number 1 that we know is the late R&B star and actress Aaliyah. The only charge related to her was bribery, and it was one of those predicate underlying offenses for racketeering. This jury found that that was proven by the prosecution. Jane Doe number 2 testified on the stand as Stephanie. She was 17 when she met the defendant, and the charge related to her was sexual exploitation of a child due to the visual recording, because the age of consent in Illinois where this happened was 17. So the sex was not illegal at the time, but the recording was. The jury found that was proven. For Jane Doe number 3, Sonia testified that she was 21 in 2003 when she said that the defendant locked her in a room. One of the members of his team kept her in a room in his studio, and that she was drugged and assaulted while she was unconscious. Kidnapping, transportation, coercion, and enticement were related to her allegations. This jury struggled with that through the notes that they sent us, wanting more information, and ultimately they found that her allegations were not proven by the prosecution, but that did not affect the guilty of racketeering for the underlying offenses. Moving to Jane Doe number 4, Geronda Pace, someone who was 16 when she met the defendant. Forced labor, video recording, coercion of a minor to engage in sexual activity using interstate commerce. The jury found all of those were proven in this case. And Jane Doe number 5 related to the Mann Act violations, the separate counts 2 through 4 of the indictment: reckless exposure to herpes, sexual exploitation of a child, transportation, coercion, and enticement. She's someone who actually lived with the defendant when she was 17 and older. She testified under the name Jane. The jury found that the counts related to her were proven, and that Kelly was guilty of those charges. And finally, Jane Doe number 6, who testified as Faith. Forced labor, reckless exposure to herpes here in New York, and transportation, coercion, and enticement. This jury found that those were proven and that Kelly was guilty of those Mann Act violations.
Wow. Powerful. I mean, the jury speaking very clearly with this verdict about what they see and what they heard. I want to take a quick listen to Peter Fitzhugh. He's the HSI special agent in charge who spoke afterwards, kind of explaining to all of us what this meant for prosecutors and why Rkelly was someone that they went after.
Today's verdict brings an end to Rkelly's decade-long reign of terror over many vulnerable process for these brave survivors. Today's decision demonstrates that our system of justice knows no boundaries and will hold criminals accountable, regardless of their fame or fortune. Mr. Kelly once said, "I'm no angel, but I'm no monster either." I wholeheartedly disagree with that. The investigative and prosecution team spent months conducting hundreds of interviews, analyzing documentary and electronic evidence, all of which confirmed the true depravity of Mr. Kelly. For years, Mr. Kelly believed that his power and fame could defy the justice system and allow him to continue his abuse. Today, a jury of Mr. Kelly's peers confirmed what these courageous victims have known for far too long. Mr. Kelly is a prolific serial predator. Despite numerous reports of his destructive abuse over the years, Mr. Kelly's brazen acts of intimidation against his accusers kept him shielded from prosecution. Mr. Kelly had the audacity to engage with his associates to bribe and threaten victims, their families, and witnesses, all in an effort to prevent the truth from being told. Make no mistakes, these actions by Mr. Kelly and his associates were not only designed to hide the truth, but to also keep and continue his destructive ways against the young and vulnerable. In their failed attempt to evade justice, Mr. Kelly and his associates made one critical error. They underestimated the resilience and courage of the victims who refused to be silenced.
All right, let's bring in our think tank tonight, get more reaction. Joining us in Fort Lauderdale, Florida tonight, criminal defense attorney, civil rights attorney, Rkelly is with us. In Philadelphia, Pennsylvania, family law attorney, Jennifer Brandt. And in Houston, Texas, criminal defense attorney, Brian Weiss. Great to see everyone tonight. Rkelly, 9 hours of deliberations. This was a 6-week trial. That's a quick deliberation. Seems like this jury found this evidence overwhelming.
Indeed, absolutely. I said the same thing, that there was so much evidence that the prosecution was able to bring forth. And I'm glad that in this case, his celebrity status as well as the money that he had did not tip the scales of justice in his favor. Oftentimes, celebrities and actors typically get away with this type of behavior. But in the court of law, the jury spoke and rendered a just verdict.
Speaking of the jury, here's Jacqueline Kasoulis, who's the acting U.S. attorney, talking about that jury.
I want to thank the men and women of the jury for their time and attention throughout the trial and for their careful assessment of the overwhelming evidence in this case. In rendering its verdict today, the jury delivered a powerful message to men like Rkelly. No matter how long it takes, the long arm of the law will catch up with you.
Jennifer Brandt, we're in a new era now. We talk about Bill Cosby, Harvey Weinstein, Rkelly, all now getting convicted of these types of offenses.
You're right, Vinny. And I think that the celebrity status doesn't help you anymore, and in fact hurts you, because people are taking a closer look at celebrities and their power over people and how they treat people, and are really starting to hold them accountable for their misdeeds. And we can see it with Rkelly. Years ago, he wasn't convicted. Now he has been convicted, and the jury spoke loudly with this quick conviction on all counts. So I think people are really starting to take victims seriously, and victims are starting to come forward, and they're not afraid anymore, and they don't feel that because someone's a celebrity that they will not be heard. So our world is changing, Vinny, that's for sure.
All right, Brian Weiss, Steve Greenberg, who's on our show a lot, who represented Rkelly, posted this tweet in reaction to the verdict today. He did not try this particular case, but he said, "We are extraordinarily disappointed in the verdict that was returned by the New York jury today. Mike Leonard and myself believe that the verdict was not supported by the evidence and instead is a reflection of the hysteria whipped up by a couple of TV shows." Now, he's not talking about this show, but he's talking about Surviving Rkelly and other shows. Brian, let me ask you, why does it take a documentary to get prosecutors to do what prosecutors are supposed to do?
Vin, that's the $64,000 question, because if it takes a village to raise a child, it takes a well-oiled machine to create a predator. And that's exactly what happened. I can't understand for the life of me why it took as long as it did for people who sit in corner offices and state's attorney's offices and U.S. attorney's offices to recognize that this guy was a serial pedophile hiding in plain sight. And when all is said and done, you know, facts are stubborn things, guys. This was a 6-week trial, deliberation. I've had juries out longer in DWI cases. This, as they say in some parts of East Texas, was a slow plea of guilty, and it was incredibly fitting that the jury spoke as loudly and as clearly as they did today in the Eastern District of New York, guys.
Casey, the problem I really have, though, is with prosecutors, and not just in New York, but also the ones in Illinois. I mean, a lot of these allegations go back years and years, and it took a docu-series to wake everybody up. It shouldn't take a docu-series to wake up prosecutors.
I agree. I mean, it's unfortunate that it took millions of viewers to watch several series of this Surviving Rkelly in order to get the wheels moving. I mean, it's unfortunate, but Rkelly was allowed to continue his acts over years. He got away with the first case with his defense of "it wasn't me" when he was on camera, and he continued year after year. And it took the courage as well as the victims to come forward. You know, they had to relive their experiences and just go through that emotional trauma and testify to that in front of strangers. So not only did it take courage, but it allowed them to go down this healing process. So hopefully now they can turn the chapter and continue to heal.
All right. I want to bring back in Court TV legal correspondent Julia Janae, who is in Brooklyn tonight. So we've been tracking Rkelly's case or cases now, right, since we relaunched this network. They've been on the docket somewhere. What does it look like right now for Rkelly going forward in terms of the sentencing here and the other charges that he is facing around the country and in state court and in federal court?
Well, Vinny, Judge Ann Donnelly has pushed out the sentencing. It is not even going to be this year. May 4th of 2022 is when she has scheduled the sentencing for the crimes that he's been convicted of here in New York that range, as far as the sentencing, from 10 years up to life in prison. He has those other cases that could have played into why she has pushed this out so far. The two in Illinois, one is a state case, one is a federal case, and then a case that's also pending in Minnesota. Many of those charges are similar to the ones here. So we'll be looking at those cases now. He is in the Metropolitan Brooklyn Center Detention Center here, but it'll likely be moved back to the Chicago area prison, or jail rather, where he has been housed up until this trial when he was brought here to New York.
Julia Janae bringing in another verdict today here on your front row seat to justice. So,
okay, so you heard that, guys? So what's going to happen is Rkelly is going to be transported back to Chicago. So, because his case is coming up. Matter of fact, let me say hello to everyone. Hello, everybody. Hello, my flawless beauty, my Pita, my Wahane, my rockin' with the truth, Karen Johnson, Granny, spitting water at spitting fire. I cannot love your name. That's Sarah, right? I think that's Sarah. I love your name, Sarah. Major, what's up, baby? How are you? Karen J, what's up, my lady? Rkelly's a dog head, for sure. What's up, mamita? Keen, what's up, bro? How you feeling, Keen? Huh? To know that your king was convicted, charged, guilty, not coming home. How do you feel, baby boy? How you feeling about that, bro? Are you okay? Just checking in. And Tawana, I know you love it over here, mamita. I know. It's okay. Scream, free Rkelly all you want. It's not going to help. It's okay, but, you know, it feels good to say it. I get it. It's okay, honey. It's all right. You know, I'm not mad at you. You scream all you want, honey. Oh, shit. Yes, Sarah. See? Sarah. Who else is in here? Hey, Aisha. What's up, mama? Who else is here? Oh. Service P. What's up? What's up? What's up? Welcome, welcome, welcome. Joanna. Hi, mommy. I am Queen Newton. What's up, lovely lady? All right. And everybody else that's in the bushes, hello. To my peoples in the bushes and to the ones that don't like me but like me. I love you too. West Coast Bellas. Los Bellas. West Coast Bellas. Hi, ladies. I don't know which one of you was there, but hello, ladies. Hello to the twins. Bev. Mississippi, MISSIPPI. What's up, mama? Hey. What's up? So, like I said, so Rkelly will be going back to Chicago. We don't know when. I gather it will be, well, because we have, wait. I was going to get into that, by the way. He has, they put in a minute entry letting us know that there will be a telephonic status hearing, and it will be continued October 20th, 21 at 9 a.m. So, and it says pursuant to 18 USC 3161 H7A and B, in the interest of justice and for the reasons stated on the record. Okay, so that was entered on September 22nd, guys. So I gather we will find out, maybe through Pacer, I'll find out the telephone number and things of that nature. And maybe we can listen to the hearing. So he has a status hearing on October 20th at 9 a.m. And that's for his Chicago federal trial. Okay. So, and then we know that he will be sentenced May 4th of 2022 for the Racketeering Act. And he is going to try to fight and appeal it. I don't know what kind of appeal he's going to use. I don't think he can use a 330 because there was nothing wrong. I don't think that there was anything wrong with any of that. But yes, so guys, we are here today. As you can see my screen, this is case number 119 CR 00567, and it's document number 93, and it was filed February 13 of 2020, and it's 26 pages long. This was the superseding indictment because originally he got, let me see, what was his date again? The actual indictment was unsealed July 11th of 2019. And they had a bench warrant out for him on the 11th as well. And, yep. Okay. Let me go back here. All right, guys. So what we are going to review is the United States District Court, Northern District of Illinois, Eastern Division indictment for Robert Sylvester Kelly. I love you too, Spit and Water. I love all you guys. And yes, please don't forget to hit that like button. Matter of fact, you could take 2 seconds out, jump out, hit the like, come back in. It takes no time at all. I'm not going anywhere. I'm right here. They're going to kick his ass in Chicago. I agree. They got a lot of stuff too. Those co-defendants got to be scared. Yeah. I won't make a brew. This indictment is long. It is. Get your tea, get your wine, get your spliffs, whatever y'all do. Kick back for a minute because we're going to be here for a little minute. Hey, Lady Eugenia. What's up, Eugenia? I can help you. So, okay. So now, this indictment, it reads, United States of America. Right? Oh, what happened here? Why is it not? Oh, maybe because it's too big. All right. It says United States of America versus Robert Sylvester Kelly, also known as R. Kelly. And it has Daryl McDavid and Milton Brown, also known as June Brown. And the violations that he is being charged for is the United States Code, sections 371, 2251A, 2252A, A2, 2252A, B1, and 2422B. Okay? We can look that up. And it says, count 1. The special May 2019 grand jury charges that in or around 1998 or 1999 at Chicago, in the Northern District of Illinois, Eastern Division, Robert Sylvester Kelly, also known as R. Kelly, defendant herein did knowingly employ, use, persuade, induce, entice, and coerce a minor, namely minor 1, to engage in sexual explicit conduct for the purpose of producing a visual depiction of such conduct, namely video 1, and defendant knew or had reason to know that such visual depiction would be transported in interstate or foreign commerce or mailed, or such visual depiction was actually transported in interstate or foreign commerce or mailed. Excuse me. In violation of Title 18, United States Code, Section 2251A, then there is count 2. The special May 2019 grand jury further charges that between approximately September 26, 1998 and September 25th, 1999 at Chicago in the Northern District of Illinois, Eastern Division, Robert Sylvester Kelly, also known as R. Kelly, defendant herein, did knowingly employ, use, persuade, induce, entice, and coerce a minor, namely minor 1, to engage in sexual explicit conduct for the purpose of producing a visual depiction of such conduct, namely video 2. Wow, 2 videos for minor 1. And minor 1 is allegedly to be Rashonda Landfair, the girl who was in the sex tape video back in 2002. Okay? So now they have an approximate date of when these videos were actually produced. Because back then, they didn't know when the videos were produced. That's why he was able to get 7 charges dropped. Because remember, it was 21 counts of child pornography in 2002. That's what he was being charged with. 21 counts of producing child pornography. He wasn't even being charged for statutory rape or sexual assault. None of that. He was just simply being charged with 21 counts of child pornography. 7 of those were dropped because they didn't have a date, a timestamp as to when the videos were made. So they had to drop that. So they dropped 7 and kept 14. And that's what he was acquitted of. 14 charges. He was acquitted of 14 charges back in 2008. Okay? So we're going back in time, guys. We're going back in time. So it says video 2. And defendant knew or had reason to know that such visual depiction would be transported in interstate or foreign commerce or mailed, or such visual depiction was actually transported in interstate or foreign commerce or mailed. So it's about transporting these videos back and forth through interstate or through the mail, right? All right. And this right here, this count is in violation of Title 18 United States Code Section 2251A. Count 3. The special May 2019 grand jury further charges between approximately September 26, 1998 and September 25th, 1999 at Chicago in the Northern District of Illinois' Eastern Division. Robert Sylvester Kelly, also known as Rkelly, defendant herein did knowingly employ, use, persuade, induce, entice, and coerce a minor, namely minor 1, to engage in sexual explicit conduct for the purpose of producing a visual depiction of such conduct, namely video number 3. Well, look at that. We have 3 videos, guys. And they're all with Rashonda Landfair in these videos. So what does that mean? That means that these are 3 different videos with the same girl in each video. Okay? Let's get that correct there. All right? All right? Let's understand that. Okay? And the defendant knew or had reason to know that such visual depiction would be transported into state or foreign commerce or mailed, or such visual depiction was actually transported in interstate or foreign commerce or mailed. And this count is also in violation of Title 18, Section 2251A. Now, count 4. The special May 2019 grand jury further charges in or around 1998 at Chicago in the Northern District of Illinois' Eastern Division. Now, this one just says in or around 1998. So, obviously, the witness must have said, yeah, this don't have a timestamp of exact day or month, but I believe this was also made in 1998 because I remember I was there. Right? I'm pretty sure that's what happened. That's just my opinion. Now, Robert Sylvester Kelly, also known as R. Kelly, defendant herein, did knowingly employ, use, persuade, induce, entice, and coerce a minor, namely minor 1, to engage in sexually explicit conduct for the purpose of producing a visual depiction of such conduct, namely video number 4. Well, look at that. 4 different videos. Wow. 4. Count them. 1, 2, 3, 4. How many charges? 4 charges. How many girls? 1 girl. 4 videos. 4 videos. And he knew or had reason to know, okay, that these videos would be transported from state to state or put in the mail. Okay? That's what this is about. Again, in violation of the same code, section 2251A. Okay? Now, count 5. Count 5. The special May 2019 grand jury further charges that 1, at times, material to this indictment is A. Defendant Robert Sylvester Kelly, also known as R. Kelly, was a resident of Chicago, Illinois, and was a Grammy Award-winning recording artist and record producer. Kelly was the president and manager of several businesses, each located in Chicago, in the Northern District of Illinois, that he maintained in furtherance of his music career. So including but not limited to Bass Productions, Ltd. and RSK Enterprise, LLC, also known as the Kelly Businesses. B. From in or around June 1991 until in or around January of 2014, Kelly and or, now remember what that and or means, right? Do you remember what the and means when Judge Donnelly said to change the language? That the and also means or. So basically, the word is or. That's what the language was when the judge changed the language. It was the word and or. So we know that and also means or. So we're just going to say or, because that's the language they use in legalese term, right? Okay. So from in or around June 1991 until in or around January 2014, Kelly or one or more of the Kelly businesses employed defendant Daryl McDavid as a business manager. Now, McDavid was a principal at Winkler and McDavid Ltd., located in Oak Park, Illinois. As a manager for Kelly, McDavid was involved in providing services to Kelly, which services were in part intended to protect Kelly's image, reputation, and assets in the face of actual and potential criminal and civil actions involving individuals who were victims of sexual misconduct by Kelly. So Daryl McDavid's job was to protect R. Kelly in the face of any potential harm, criminally or civilly, towards him. So McDavid was the man, okay? McDavid was the man. So he was the head man. He was the head man in charge under R. Kelly. So everything had to go through McDavid and go through Kelly, right? He's part of the enterprise. Now, C, from at least approximately 1997 to at least approximately February 2019, Milton Brown, also known as June Brown, was employed by Kelly or one or more of the Kelly businesses. So Daryl McDavid was there from 1991 to 2014. So that means Azriel never got to see Daryl McDavid. Huh? Is that what that's telling me right now? So Azriel and Joy never got to see Daryl McDavid. Or did they? Who knows? Maybe after that it was just always June Brown, because from here it says June Brown worked for him from 1997 to February of 2019, all the way up until basically he got arrested. Right? Or a little bit before he got arrested, because R. Kelly got arrested July. So basically right after Surviving R. Kelly aired, he left. Basically after Surviving R. Kelly, because Surviving R. Kelly came January, and February June Brown said, I'm out. Now, remember, this is count 5, guys, right? This is count 5. Count 5 is where this whole shabaco happens with his 2 partners. Okay? And it says that Part D, Minor 1 met Kelly in or around 1996 or 1997. When Minor 1 was approximately 12 or 13 years old. Now, according to Sparkle, she was 12 years old when she met R. Kelly. So that's what we know, right? So this baby girl in 1996 to 1986, that's 10 years old. So maybe she was born in 86, 85, 84, right? That's how it goes. So I guess she was born in 1984. Now, minor, it says 3 here because they took out minor 2. So they should have just changed the numbers to minor 1, 2, 3, and 4, and 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So in the Chicago case, we have 5 minors. Okay? Okay. We have 5 minors. Here we have 5 minors. Minor 1 met Rkelly in or around 1996 or 97 when minor 1 was approximately 12 or 13 years old. Okay? So the only minor we know here is Rashonda Landfair.
Connect them by putting them both here.
These other minors we don't know. These are girls we do not know.
Yeah, what does this go to?
Okay? None of these girls were on Surviving Rkelly. None of these girls were in the public eye. None of these girls were in any type of documents. None of these girls are known on social media. We do not know who these girls are. The only one we know is Rashonda Landfair. For me, and the way I personally feel, I think that these other minors are maybe Rashonda Landfair's friends or other girls who lived in Chicago that he recruited. And we don't know who they are. Now, minor number 2 met Kelly in or around 1996 when minor 2 was approximately 15 years old. Minor 3 met Kelly in or around 1999 when minor 3, because minor is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Let's do it like that. Minor 3 was approximately 16 years old. Minor 4 met Kelly in or around 1997 or 1998 when minor 4 was approximately 13 or 14 years old. And then minor 5 met Kelly in or around 1997 or 1998 when minor 5 was approximately 14 or 15 years old. So when the Rkelly supporters say, where are the minors? Here they are. Here are your minors. They're all here, honey. They're all right here. Look. They're all right here. 12, 13, 15, 16, 14, 15. Here's your minors right here. More minors. Look, more minors. We even have a 12 or 13-year-old in here. And a 13 or 14-year-old in here. Or a 14 and 15-year-old in here. Right? Right? So, here go your minors. All right? Then it says, Kelly was born in 1967. So in 1998, he was 30. Because in 1994, he was 27, right? That's when he married Aaliyah, 94. So he was 27. Right? Right? So, right, 1994, he was 27 allegedly, right? Well, not allegedly, he was 27 in 1994. So, 95, 96, 97, he was 28, 29, he was 30. He was already in his 30s. He was already in his 30s. Messing around with 12, 13, 15, 16, 13, 14, 15-year-olds. Okay. I have a question. So to the supporters, um, to these young ladies who are here in this indictment as minors, 1 through 5, they are the ages between 12 and 16. Are you okay? Are you really, 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 truly okay with a 30-something-year-old man sleeping and producing videotapes with girls who are in junior high school from the ages of 12 to 16? Is this cool? Is this the look? Is this really okay? Because I'm not okay with this. I'm not okay with this. Not at all. And you shouldn't be either. So, give me 1 second, guys. Let me pause. Give me one moment, y'all. Okay, sorry about that, guys. Family. Okay. So now we described all of the minors, okay? And we know that Kelly was born in 1967, so we know he was about in his 30s, and he's doing these things with these girls, allegedly, because he still hasn't been convicted of this one yet, right? Right? Okay. So we're going to say allegedly. Then it continues to say that letter J, Kelly engaged in sexual contact and sexual acts as those terms are defined in Title 18 United States Code, Section 2246, with minor 1, minor 2, minor 3, minor 4, and minor 5, when they were each under the age of 18. Now, between in or around 1998 and in or around 2002, Kelly recorded himself on video engaging in sexual contact and sexual acts with minors, including minor 1, minor 4, and minor 5. Wow, look at that, guys. Amazing. 3 girls are also in videos. So minor 1, minor 4, and minor 5 are all in videos labeled video 1, video 2, and video 3, and video 4. All 4 videos. Wow. So, wow. So, let's continue. L says that video 1, video 2, video 3, and video 4 depict Kelly engaged in sexual contact and sexual acts with minor one when minor one was under the age of 18. M says that in approximately April 2000, the Illinois Department of Children and Family Services began to investigate whether Kelly was sexually abusing minor one. What do you know? CPS got involved. DCF. Well, they would call it DCF in Illinois. DCF got involved in 2000 before the videos were released, guys. Listen to that. The videotapes, let me see, wait. The videotapes were released in 2001, right? Or 2002, because June, let's think about this. What was it? Damn, I'm trying to remember. When was it that I got? Yeah, in 2001. Yeah. 2001. So in 2001, the tapes were released in the street. But in April of 2000, DCF did an investigation on R. Kelly to whether he was abusing Rashana Landfair. Wow. Isn't that amazing, guys? Huh? How do you guys feel about that? Sorry about the background noise. They're blending things. Things are happening in my kitchen. I apologize for that. Oh, Lord. I need my own room. I need my own room, guys. We're about to do a fun for Diva. We're about to buy Diva a home. Or build Diva another room in the home she has now. Let's try to figure it out because I need a room.
Yeah.
With a couch and a desk and a library. Yeah. And a computer and all my little stuff. Yup. I need my own little office. This is not going to work out for me, guys, too well. I promise you. I don't know if I'm going to be able to grow with things like this, you know? A lot of things going on. But I love my family. They're more important than anything else, So let's continue. So on or about June 5th of 2002, a grand jury of the Circuit Court of Cook County, Illinois, returned an indictment charging Kelly in the case of People of the State of Illinois versus Robert Kelly. And the case number was 02CR14952. And it was a Cook County case with 21 counts of child pornography relating to video 1 and minor 1. So video 1, guys, is the same video tape that they used in the Cook County case in 2002. Thank you, honey. What is this?
Wow, it's a whole lot different. Wow.
I make milkshakes.
My son just made me a milkshake. It's an Oreo milkshake, and it's really good.
Yeah, of course it's good. It was made by Oreos.
So they are using the old videotape to his old Chicago 2000 2 case. They are using the video. Video 1 is the same exact video that they had for that case. And also minor 1, the same girl, Rashana Landfair. Now it continues to say, the case was tried to a jury beginning on May 20, 2008. That's when his trial started. He was indicted in 2002. 6 years later, in 2008, his trial began. And on June 13, 2008, Kelly was acquitted of the charges. So the trial lasted 3 weeks, and they acquitted him of all charges. Number 2, beginning in approximately 2000 and continuing to the date of the return of this superseding indictment at Chicago in the Northern District of Illinois and elsewhere, Robert Sylvester Kelly, also known as R. Kelly, and Daryl McDavid, defendants herein, did knowingly conspire with each other. Individual A and others, known and unknown to the grand jurors, to commit an offense against the United States, namely to knowingly alter, destroy, mutilate, conceal, cover up, falsify, and make a false entry in any record, document, and tangible object with the intent to impede, obstruct, and influence the investigation and proper administration of any matter within the jurisdiction of any department of or agency of the United States, and in relation to and contemplation of such matter or case in violation of Title 18 United States Code, Section 1519, and I gather that code would have to deal with obstruction of justice. So now the obstruction of justice has to deal with R. Kelly and Daryl McDavid.
One person on your team hasn't gotten it yet.
So the first part has to deal with Daryl McDavid, June Brown, and R. Kelly. They all knew that R. Kelly was making these tapes with minors, and they were covering up and hiding it, and hiding and doing all these things for him, mailing it or, traveling it from state to state, buying all of the videos back from the hole in the walls that were selling them in Chicago, because allegedly that's what happened. He had a detective by the name of Jack Palladino go and buy all these tapes for him, get all the tapes back, and also retrieve the one original copy from Kentucky. He had another guy by the name of Charles Freeman, another private investigator, go and travel from where he was to Kentucky to meet Keith Merrill in a hotel room to buy back the tape. They made an exchange. Here's your money. Give me the tape. Right? So now, number 3. It was part of the conspiracy that Kelly, McDavid, and others knew of Kelly's sexual contact and sexual acts with minors, and knew that Kelly recorded himself engaged in sexual contact and sexual acts with minors on videotape. 4. It was further part of the conspiracy that in approximately 2001, Kelly and McDavid learned that multiple videos, including but not limited to video 1, video 2, video 3, and video 4, depicting Kelly engaged in sexual contact and sexual acts with minors were missing from Kelly's collection of such videos. Wow. So the 4 videos were missing. Somebody's took them. They took 4 videos, not just one. They took 4 videos. So we know Lisa Van Allen took 1. That's what she said, right? She took 1 and gave it to Keith Murrow to hold it. Right? So let's read that again. Number 4. It was further part of the conspiracy that in approximately 2001, Kelly and McDavid learned that multiple videos, including but not limited to video 1, video 2, video 3, and video 4.
Hold out the knives and go behind the staircase.
So including but not limited to.
Behind the rail.
So they're saying there was more than 4 videos missing?
Go behind the railing.
Is that what I'm getting at? Could somebody answer me in the chat that question? Does that mean including but not limited to? Including but not limited to. Can you guys break that down for me? Let me see. Let me go on this chat. Nah, she's gonna testify. You know what? Her papa passed away, and she's gonna make her papa proud. She's gonna let her father rest in peace.
I know I heard one downstairs.
2. That's why I said hold out those knives if he's slapping. That's it.
Yeah. All right. So, okay. Then it says 5. It was further part of the conspiracy that in order to conceal and cover up the existence of videos from investigators. So Kelly and McDavid and others agreed to collect the missing videos that depicted Kelly engaged in sexual contact and sexual acts with minors. So, like I said, the investigators that he had was Jack Palladino and Charles Freeman. Now, Charles Freeman sued him because he owed him money. He only paid him partial payment. He wanted the rest of his money for picking up that videotape and doing what he did. You know, he conspired. Now, I wonder if in this indictment, these individuals are, well, we know that it can't be Jack Palladino. Jack Palladino just passed away. He was killed. He was robbed and he was killed. They stole his camera. Some guys jumped out of a car, came at him, stole his camera, dragged him, and killed him that way because they dragged him while the car was still rolling.
You've got 2, so.
And this was last year. And Linda Mensch all of a sudden dies by hit and run as well. Very strange. right? It's very strange. So let's read that again. Number 5. It was further part of the conspiracy that in order to conceal and cover up the existence of the videos from the investigators, right? The investigators that were investigating R. Kelly, right? Now, Kelly and McDavid and others, and the others are the private investigators that McDavid hired for to collect the videotapes. Like I said, Jack Palladino and Charles Freeman. Those are the others, okay, that agreed to collect the missing videos that depicted Kelly engaged in sexual contact and sexual acts with minors. So he did that so that the investigators wouldn't get to all those videos.
He did. He was
okay, but he did. They did get to those videos because somebody gave one to Jim. And thank God that person did that. Okay? Number 6. It was further part of the conspiracy that Kelly, McDavid, and others agreed to pay money and caused money to be paid on Kelly's behalf to victims, witnesses, and others to ensure that they would not cooperate with law enforcement and would conceal and cover up evidence, including videos relating to Kelly's sexual contact and sexual acts with minors, such as the following. Dang, Josh, that was really good. Hold 1 second, guys. All right, I'm going to jump in the chat for a second, see what you guys are talking about. Okay. Let's get some comments up here. I'm going to scroll all the way up. And once again, hello to everyone. For those who just jumped in. Mom, hi, Mom Life. Shaw, baby. What's up, Mama? Miss Davis, hello. Thank you, Miss Davis. Enjoy. Welcome. Yes, guys, please make sure to hit that like button. All right, let's see what Kells fools, everybody ain't telling the same lie. Swallow that shit. Okay? Rockin says, okay, P-Hive, can someone explain 12 to 13-year-old to me, please? But he's innocent, you say. Please explain it to me with real logic. Yes, thank you. Yes, I agree. Hey, Diva. Hey, Miss Davis, hit the like button. Happy to be here. Thank you for all this information. You're welcome, honey. I'm full of information, guys. That's what I'm here for. I'm full of information. Every now and again, I'll be with the shenanigans, but I'm all about information. I'm the information lady. Okay? All right. Spitting water at spitting fire. What they throw out there is the statute of limitations. However, without realizing that's not the charges, it's about the cover-up, and these are in evidence. Yes, exactly. That is absolutely correct. Spitting water at spitting fire. Yes, ma'am. You are absolutely correct. That's why they're bringing it up now, because that was part of the conspiracy. That was part of the conspiracy to cover up the videotapes, to hide them, as well as pay off the family to not come and testify. And there's even new evidence and more minors. So this case, again, is not a double jeopardy. He obstructed justice. There is no statute of limitations on obstruction of justice. Sorry. That's just law. Okay? You could have obstructed justice back in 1910, and they will bring your ass in today.
You see that wall right there?
Okay. They're probably going to add more. Yes, Andrew, they just might wind up superseding this indictment. Maybe. I'm not sure. Don't quote me on that. This is just my judgment. Okay? He wants girls to remind him of 15-year-old sister who molested him. Yeah, remember he liked it. He did. He did get addicted to it. I'm sorry. Yes, please, guys, hit the like button, please. Thank you. And if you would like to donate to the channel, my Cash App is available throughout the screen here underneath. You can PayPal me, you can Zelle me, and you can Cash App me. And I don't know if I have Super Chat anymore because something happened with the monetization, and they said I was doing inappropriate or illegal acts or whatever. I don't know. It was just very confusing. So they suspended my AdSense account. But next month I'll try again. And I'll have to really be careful with the words that are coming out of my mouth. And I have to also be careful with my titles. So, yeah. Whatever that's about.
Get your guns behind you.
So, yeah, guys. That's all right. You know what? In the meantime, and plus they take money anyway. Supposedly now that everything is suspended, I had to wind up canceling my AdSense. So now they'll send me the check of the super chats that you guys gave me. And they took a percentage of that too. So guys, for now, just hit my Cash App, my Zelle, or my PayPal. Next time, we will get back on track with all of that. But for now, if you guys don't mind, that will be the only way to support the channel in the meantime. Sorry about you guys losing the memberships and everything as well. You know, now you can't renew for the next month. And don't worry, we'll get back on, guys. We will get back to it. All right. So, let's see what else. Who else is here? Come out the bushes and hit the like button, please. Yes, thank you. Yes, and that's my Cash App, guys. Diva Divine Light. A capital D, another capital D, and the capital L. Everything in between is lowercase. And you'll see my little pretty face there anyway, guys, once you type it up. So you'll know it's me. Definitely not okay, but his supporters will find a way to make an excuse for this dirty man. Facts. And I don't understand, I mean, come on, guys. Morally, you guys know that shit is not right, man. Stop lying to everybody in the streets. Okay? You know that shit is not right. It's not cool. It doesn't look good. Okay? Let's be real here. We're all parents, and we would not want that for our children. Am I right or am I wrong? We might have maybe experienced that in our lives, but we wouldn't want that for our children, right?
Oh, shit.
Don't you try to change, your cycle of life. You don't want to bring the cycle of life that you went through to your children. You want them to have a better life and to do different things. The things you didn't do. The things you knew you weren't supposed to do. You want them to do things right. You think you're going to teach your children the right way. Sometimes they're rebellious. We all have rebellious children. Okay. Okay, that's good, Paige, to take a break. And yes, it is. Yes, so sad to make excuses. Well, y'all don't find his sister. Why y'all don't go find his sister and call her names and the rest of that dumb shit? She is part of the reason y'all king is sitting down now. Yes, this is true. This is true. And hello to everyone once again. Ty. Hi, baby. Earth Goddess. Hello. Welcome, welcome. Yes, they are. Yes, they are. I don't know, but I surmise that these kids stayed with him for years. So they was grown until they got sick of being there. Some of them did, like Juice and Rashana. Juice and Rashana were both there from when they were kids up until they were adults till 2018 is when they obviously left.
Oh.
Okay, yep, he's done. What one's the cousin? Which one's the cousin? What are you talking about, Sarah? Spitting water? Four videos. Did y'all hear that correctly, or did you close your ears on that part? Yeah. The two girls in the group. Yes, the two girls in the group, they were all cousins. Rashana was a girl on her own, and then her two other cousins, they were brother and sister, and then the other cousin. So it was a brother and a sister, and then a cousin, but they were all cousins. And they were For the Cause was the name of the group. Oh, look, it was produced in 1998. Yeah, see? No, who knows? Hey, Ruby. What's up, Ruby? Hello, Andrew. Glad to see you guys here with me. Learning, yes, learning. Mind gaming zombies with headsets. I don't hear them, and they certainly don't hear me. Diva, let them handle one failure at a time. Right now, they're talking about hiring an appeal lawyer and going after the judge. Listen, the judge ain't do nothing wrong. She ain't do nothing wrong. Y'all bugging. The whole group probably was victim. So do you all think that it took this long because it took this long for people to cooperate? It, it took long. It sure did. He should have been done back in 1994. Yes, West Coast Bellas. Oreos and milkshake, yes. Okay. But Rashonda Fair will be testifying. It's her or testifying about the payoff. Well, at least she will be testifying. She did go to the grand jury. She did testify. She did what she had to do. So now she's subpoenaed. She has no choice but to testify. She has no choice. Dana, idiots. Okay. I don't know what that's about. Who you know had that kind of time for a trial? The P-Hive. All right, so I guess she was the P-Hive over there doing a petition for Rkelly. They need to be doing one for another stimulus check to help these homeless people. Oh, yeah, something constructive. I agree. We are not surface level thinkers. Hello, get the hell out of here. Who said that? They're going to look damn fools if they stand outside the court this time. Uh-huh. They looked like fools this time. They go messing with the judge and they all going to jail. Seriously. By the way, guys, do you know that they are going to be going through people's Google IP addresses to see if people were looking up victims? I have an article about that. We're gonna break into that too. They had them in the storage. They're going to be hanging with the king, right? I've been looking for the breaking news. Yes, true, but they can't stand their victim shaming when they know nothing of them girls. That's facts, Sarah. They don't know anything about those girls at all. I am concerned for RL though. They might try and prevent. They're not messing with her. Lisa Van Allen either. They ain't messing with none of them. They're going to be with their king like they want. If they keep on and don't stop, and it won't be out here either. And then they are all going to wish they would have left it alone. Facts, Flawless. They got eyes on RL. Let them try it. Yeah, let them try it because, the feds are probably watching her too for her protection. Yes, and won't do anything for them. And so is the government. Y'all come out the bushes and hit the like. Yes, please hit the like buttons. Thank you. Thank you. Hey, Blackberry. What's up, mama? Dottie was trying to put it out there that RL was going to defend him and deny the video and the payoff, but we don't know the details of why her father didn't identify her on the tape. He didn't identify her on the tape because he was paid off to lie. Are you kidding me? Oh, Lord. There's been a lot of people connected to him dying. Yeah. There may have been threats to the life. Yes. Hey, Common Sense. Welcome back, Mama. How are you? Damn it. I done fell out the tree. Well, I'm glad you did, Common. Hi, Mama. How you doing, Common? I'm glad you're back, baby. Welcome, welcome, sweetheart. You're back. Hey, Charlotte. Hello. OCOV. Fat Boy. Tears. Spiritual Gangsta. What's up, guys? They keep saying RL not testifying and or having. I don't know where they get that from. The blood of Jesus is against Rkelly. Facts. Brimstone and fire. It's known in the Bible. Brimstone and fire. You mess with his children. You mess with God's children. You will pay for it. Miss Empower is in here. She's in here. Where is she? I don't see her. Hey, Miss Empower. Mama, we going over the indictment over here. Maybe you could come up. You want to come up on the panel while I read and throw in your 2 cents, or you just want to throw in your 2 cents in the chat? Hey, everybody. Hello, everybody, once again. So, yes, I see you, Mama. I see you now, baby. And she said, what money does this dude even have to pay people to mess with RL? You know what, Mommy? You know what? At this point, you have people who are willing to do anything for R. Kelly for no money at all. Look at Sylvia and her crew. Look at everybody else that's been doing things and inserting themselves. They're not getting paid by R. Kelly, but they're inserting themselves because they're flying monkeys. You see how this works? Flying monkeys, y'all. Flying monkeys. RL Papa, he was paid off, but I feel there is more to it. That's where my mind was going with that. Okay. It's a new indictment. I done missed it all. No, Mommy, it's not new. It's not new. It's not new. This is old. This was in 2020, the superseding indictment for Illinois. So I'm just going over it again because I'm refreshing everybody's memory because this is his next trial that's coming up. And I think we all need to be refreshed on what happened allegedly according to the government. You know, what's their narrative of the alleged crimes, right? Okay, baby. Yes, you already know I'm going to holler at you, Mamita. You already know. That's my lady right there. I go to her for anything lawyer, anything pertaining to law. She enlightens me all the time. All the time. Matter of fact, everyone who's in the chat, please go and subscribe to Miss Empowered Esquire TV. And anyone else who is in my chat, if you are a content creator and you have a channel of your own, please promote your channel. It's okay. Okay? You could drop your links in the chat and we can subscribe to each other. You know, I like that. I like to share love. I'm not a hater. All right? And my phone is about to die. Oh, sugar, sugar. All right, so now that we got all of that out of the way, I'm going to continue reading, okay, guys? So I'm going to go off screen. I will not see the chat, all right? And you're welcome, guys. And remember, if you would like to donate to the channel, guys, right now I'm not monetized. Things happen, but I'm going to go back again in 30 days and try once again and clean up my act, learn how to be a good girl with my words and things of that nature. If not, then I'll just continue to be me on YouTube and you guys can just continue to donate and I just won't be monetized. It is what it is, right? As long as I'm still doing what I got to do at the end of the day, and that's being the information lady. Okay? All right, so let's continue. Now, number 6 says that it was further part of the conspiracy that Kelly, McDavid, and others agreed to pay money and caused money to be paid on Kelly's behalf to victims, witnesses, and others to ensure that they would not cooperate with law. Hello? That they would not cooperate with law enforcement and would conceal and cover up evidence, including videos, relating to Kelly's sexual contact and sexual acts with minors, such as the following. A. Between approximately 2001 and 2009, Kelly McDavid, individual A, and others caused individual B to be paid hundreds of thousands of dollars for obtaining and returning multiple videos that they knew depicted Kelly engaged in sexual contact and sexual acts with minors. Now, individual A would be Lisa Van Allen, or individual B would be Lisa Van Allen, or Keith Merrill would be individual A or individual B. We're going to continue reading and we're going to try to figure out who individual A and B is. Now, B says that in approximately early 2007, Kelly and McDavid agreed to pay individual D. We have an individual D here. So we have A, B, and D. So in approximately early 2007, Kelly and McDavid agreed to pay individual D approximately $250,000 to return a videotape that they knew depicted Kelly engaged in sexual contact and sexual acts with minor 1 and individual D. Boom! So now we know individual D is Lisa Van Allen. Because you see what it says? In approximately early 2007, Kelly and McDavid agreed to pay individual D approximately $250,000 to return a videotape that they knew depicted Kelly engaged in sexual contact and sexual acts with minor 1 and individual D. So individual D here is Lisa Van Allen. Minor 1 is Rashana Landfair. Kelly McDavid, and then we have individual A, B, and they will also note individual C. So we don't know who individual A and B are. And that might be the two guys. Let me see. Let me think about this here. And now, guys, do you also notice the dates of the crime? Look at the date of the crime here. It says between approximately 2001 and 2009. So while he was awaiting his trial and out on bond of $750,000, he was committing and obstructing justice. He was committing crimes and obstructing justice while he was awaiting trial. He got acquitted in 2008, y'all. He was indicted in 2002. So between 2001 and 2009 is when all of this was going on. Now it says individual A and others caused individual B to be paid hundreds of thousands of dollars for obtaining. Okay. Now I think I know who that is. Individual A and B just might be the two investigators I was telling you about. Jack Palladino and Charles Freeman. Because R. Kelly and McDavid hired these two investigators, PIs, to do this. Then here, it says that in approximately early of 2007, Kelly and McDavid agreed to pay individual D approximately $250,000 to return a videotape, one that they knew depicted Kelly engaged in sexual contact. So 2007, guys, he was awaiting trial in 2007. Lisa Van Allen was still in contact with him in 2007. She was involved in this, and she went and testified at his trial. And they didn't even believe her. Those lawyers ate her apart at the stand, according to what I read. They ate her apart on the stand. They called the streetwalker and all types of stuff. Now, that whole situation with the thing that she says she had to, that she stole a watch from him, I think that's a lie. I think that's a lie. I think that's something that he blackmailed her to say. Well, I stole the watch from him, so he had to be mad at me. Nah, I don't think that was true. I don't think she stole that watch. I don't know. Something about that watch situation gets to me. It eats me every time. And knowing what I know now about all those blackmail letters that he had those girls writing, I don't know. But let's continue. C says that in approximately 2007, Kelly and McDavid paid individual C and individual D each approximately $100,000 in exchange for their efforts to return to Kelly videotapes that they knew depicted Kelly engaged in sexual contact and sexual acts with minor 1 and individual D. So now we know individual D is Lisa Van Allen. Individual C has to be Keith Merrill. And then individuals A and B has to be Jack Palladino and Charles Freeman. This is just what I think. This is my opinion because I know a lot about what's going on. And I think that these are the other individuals that are involved. So, okay. So individual D and individual C each got paid approximately $100,000 in exchange for the return of the tapes that had Lisa Van Allen and Rashonda Landfair on it. Now D says, on or about April 17 of 2007, Kelly and McDavid caused one of Kelly's businesses, Bass Productions Ltd., to issue a check in the amount of $200,000 to Mr. Brown, as we know him as June Brown, who cashed the check that same day, which Kelly, McDavid, and Brown intended to use to pay individual C and D for their efforts to return to Kelly videotapes that they knew depicted Kelly engaged in sexual contact and sexual acts with minor 1 and individual D. And then E says, as a condition of being paid money for returning videotapes that depicted Kelly engaged in sexual contact and sexual acts with minors, Kelly and McDavid directed individual B, individual C, and individual D to take polygraph examinations regarding whether they had returned all copies of such videotapes. So Lisa Van Allen took one. Charles Freeman took one. And Keith Merrill took one. Those three took polygraph tests. Now, F says that in approximately June of 2008, after learning that individual B planned to announce, like I said, that's Charles Freeman. Individual B is Charles Freeman because he was the one who was going to do a press conference that he had recovered videotapes depicting R. Kelly engaging in sexual acts with minors. Because he threatened him. He's like, if you don't give me my money, I'm going to blast your ass. Now, but then it's crazy because also there was also Derek Mosley. Now, Derek Mosley extorted money from Richard DeLeon and his wife. I forgot her name, but they were the DeLeons. And he got locked up for that. I have his I think it was his appeal. He did an appeal or something to that nature. I believe it was. I have. We'll go over that too. I got that. We'll go over that. Now it says that okay, so in 2008, after learning that individual B planned to announce at a press conference that he had recovered videos depicting Kelly engaged in sexual contact and sexual acts with minors, Kelly, McDavid, and others paid individual B, like I said, that's Charles Freeman, approximately $170,000 to cancel the press conference. Now they only paid him $70,000, or they. I don't remember if it's that they paid him $70,000 or they owed him $70,000. I don't remember which one it was that he tried to sue him for. But yes, Charles Freeman. So individual B is Charles Freeman. So I gather Charles Freeman will be testifying against R. Kelly. And Jack Palladino is no longer with us. So I guess they'll just keep his statements or whatever he testified to the grand jury to submit, as well as Gregory Landfair, who passed away as well, who was the father of Rashonda. Now it says letter G, in approximately 2014 and 2015, Kelly paid McDavid to ensure that McDavid would continue to conceal and cover up evidence, including but not limited to video 2, video 3, and video 4, relating to Kelly's sexual contact and sexual acts with minors. Now, 7 says that it was further part of the conspiracy that Kelly, McDavid, and others agreed to intimidate, threaten, pressure, persuade, and attempt to persuade other individuals, including but not limited to minor one, minor one's parents, individual D, and minor 5. Oh, I wonder who's minor 5. To falsify and make a false entry in a record, document, and tangible object related to Kelly's sexual contact and sexual acts with minors, such as the following. So he even paid minor, he tried to threaten and persuade and pressure even minor 5 to falsify and make false entry in a record. So who is minor 5? What other minor do we know that was part of this trial in 2008? What other minor was there and testified on the behalf and made a false entry? We know Rashonda's Landfair's friend, the white girl, was there, right? She was her friend. What other young girls or of that nature? Does anybody even know? I'll figure that out. Who's minor 5? Now, A says, in approximately December of 2000, pursuant to instructions that minor 1 received from Kelly, minor 1 falsified and caused a false entry to be made in a police report. Now, in 2000, he told her to lie about the police report. Whatever, whenever they did, I guess, what they called CPS and the police got involved and things of that nature, when Sparkle called CPS, right? I guess she got paid to falsify those reports as well. So when minor 1 denied to law enforcement officers that Kelly engaged in a sexual relationship with minor 1. So she lied about that. Then it says that B, in approximately May of 2002, McDavid instructed minor 1's father to provide knowingly false testimony to the Cook County grand jury investigating Kelly's sexual relationship with minor 1. So in 2000, he got to Rashonda Landfair. Rkelly did. Then in 2002, McDavid got to the father. So McDavid instructed minor 1's father to deny that video 1 depicted minor 1 engaged in sexual acts with Kelly, when McDavid knew that video 1 did depict minor 1 engaged in sexual acts with Kelly. As instructed, minor 1's father falsely denied to the grand jurors that video 1 depicted Kelly and minor 1, thus creating a false record and a false entry in a record, document, and tangible object. So we know that Greg Landfair testified to the grand jury that McDavid approached him and paid him off to lie. That's why when Gregory Landfair went on the stand, he was crying like a baby because he had to sit there and watch his daughter be molested and abused by R. Kelly at such a tender age, and then sit there under oath and lie.
Yeah, I just ran the helicopter. She'll blow up. No doubt.
Now, in approximately May of 2002, Kelly persuaded minor one to provide knowingly false testimony to Cook County grand jury investigating R. Kelly's sexual relationship with minor one. Now, minor one falsely denied to the grand jurors that Kelly engaged in a sexual relationship with minor one, and that minor one was not depicted on video one, thus creating a false record and a false entry in a record, document, and tangible object. Now, in approximately, my phone's about to die.
Yo, how does nigga land
what was I?
See?
Okay. In approximately May of 2002, Kelly attempted to persuade minor 5 to provide knowingly false testimony to the Cook County grand jury investigating Kelly's sexual relationship with minor 1, in that Kelly instructed minor 5 to testify falsely that she did not recognize minor 1 on video 1. Who was the other girl? Who was the other girl who testified in R. Kelly's case? I cannot think. Oh my God. Who was it again? There was like 14 witnesses. Could it have been her cousin? The other Rashona? Rashona? Because there's Rashonda and there's Rashona. And they both look like twins. I'm here to tell you. They look alike.
They took my money on the second floor.
I don't know. Let me go back to the chat. Let me see what you guys are saying there. Hey, Raw Privileged. Hey, Robbie. How are you? Felicia White. Hello, guys. Welcome.
There's 3 of them right there.
James, what's up, James? Let's see what's going on here. Let me go. Let me see. What are you guys thinking right now? Do you guys remember who were the people that testified? Rashona Landfair's cousin. That's what I'm thinking. Oh, that the father's dead. The father's dead, Raw. He passed away a couple of months ago. But the mother is still alive. She should be in jail. I agree with that 1,000%. Her ass should be in jail. But you know what? They want to catch the man who was wrong. Even though the parents were wrong for letting it happen. But at the end of the day, R. Kelly knows where he shouldn't have put his ding-a-ling. He should have put it, kept it in his pants for his wife, who he was married to for 13 years. I think. No, Sparkle was not it. No. Sparkle didn't lie on the stand. The ugly twins? Oh, man, I don't know. I don't think so. I don't think it's them ugly twins. Right, they're going too hard for him.
Get out of there. What the fuck?
You know, because originally they went and they did a CPS, what is it? CPS or DFS? Whatever, DFS, or DFC, whatever they're called, the Child Protective Services over there in Chicago. They did open up an investigation, and she lied to the investigators, stating that nothing went on. That's pretty much what happened there. She lied from there. And they did an investigation. And the mother, the parents, everybody lied. Everybody lied. Everybody lied. That's why I say our children go, the system, it's just, they go, how do you say that, under the radar? They're never, they don't, when it comes to sexual abuse and things of this nature, these are really hard cases to prove. A lot of times these cases don't even get to go to court. It doesn't matter how many police reports you put. Sometimes they just don't go to court at all. And I think every accuser should be believed. You know what I mean? Until they prove their case, just like innocent until proven guilty, right?
Dad.
You want us to say Rkelly is innocent until proven guilty, but what about the accusers? Why can't they be telling their truth until their truth comes out in court? Why can't they be innocent until proven guilty in the court of law, right? That's not fair. Exactly. Money is nothing, but let me tell you something. Money is the root of all evil. People did this shit for money because they were broken. They needed money. And Rkelly, yes, he was a cash cow. And yes, being that he was committing crimes, he was willing to pay people off to shut up. All those yes men and everybody else. Everybody was paid off. Rkelly was the cash cow. Definitely. And that's a damn shame. Money is the root of all evil. Can you guys do me a favor and please hit that like button? Thank you. And once again, hello to everyone who has just jumped into the chat. Raw B, put your channel in the chat and so that everyone can follow you. Please go follow this lady here, Raw B, Privileged. She does great content. She talks about everything. She talks about everything. She's very knowledgeable, very informative. T-Bam, Wifey, Karen J. Hello, ladies.
Yo, this nigga just shot me right here.
All right, so
Get that nigga.
All right, we're gonna go back to this. I'm gonna go back to reading.
Right at the door.
All right.
The fuck did he shoot me?
Now, as it said in letter D, it said that in approximately May of 2022, Kelly attempted to persuade minor 5 to provide knowingly false testimony to Cook County grand jury investigating Kelly's sexual relationship with minor 1, in that Kelly instructed minor 5 to testify falsely that she did not recognize minor 1 on the video. Now, E says that on or about July 26th of 2007, Kelly and McDavid directed individual D to falsely deny that individual D and Kelly engaged in sexual acts together with minor 1. When Kelly and McDavid knew that Kelly had engaged in sexual acts together with minor 1 and individual D, as Kelly and McDavid intended. A false record, document, and tangible object was prepared based upon individual D's false statements. It was further part of the conspiracy that Kelly, McDavid, and others agreed to intimidate, threaten, pressure, persuade, and provide benefits and money to victims, family members, witnesses, and others to ensure that they would destroy, conceal, cover up, falsify, and make a false entry in a record, document, and tangible object, and continue to abide by previous false statements and entries in such items relating to Kelly's sexual contact and sexual acts with minors, such as the following. A. In approximately January and February of 2002, Kelly and McDavid caused minor one and minor one's parents to travel to foreign countries to make them unavailable to law enforcement investigating minor one's sexual relationship with Kelly and Video One. He had them leave the country in January or February of 2002. He told them, go to Europe, go to Germany, stay out there for a little while, okay? So that they can't get to you and they won't even question you, okay? Then B says, from at least approximately 2000 to approximately 2015, Kelly and McDavid made payments to and bought gifts for minor one and minor one's parents with the intent to persuade and induce minor one and minor one's parents to conceal, cover up, falsify, and make a false entry in any record, document, and tangible object about Kelly's sexual relationship with minor one, and to continue to abide by previous false statements and entries in such items, including the existence of multiple videos depicting Kelly engaging in sexual acts and contact with minor one. Then C says between approximately January 2014, he was still paying this family off, guys, even after he got acquitted. So between approximately January 2014 and approximately October 2015, Kelly caused monthly payments to be made to minor one via the Kelly businesses, many of which contained settlement in the transaction line or something similar. That's how he got caught. Lord have mercy.
You know what? They're going to have to push towards us, man. We should stay in.
That's how they found the checks. I'm pretty sure, they went through all the bank statements and bank records and all of that. As they sure did. They had a lot of evidence against R. Kelly. They sure do. Kelly made these payments to ensure that minor one continued to abide by her prior false statements regarding Kelly's sexual relationship with minor one, and to ensure that minor one continued to conceal and cover up the existence of multiple videos depicting Kelly engaged in sexual contact and sexual acts with minor one. So in approximately 2014 and 2015, McDavid received payments from Kelly relating to services he provided to conceal and cover up evidence. Oh, so in 2014 and 2015, he also paid McDavid to shut up. to hide the evidence, including but not limited to video 2, 3, and video 4, and to continue to conceal and cover up such evidence of Kelly's sexual contact and sexual acts with minors that he provided to protect Kelly's image, reputation, and assets in the face of actual and potential criminal and civil actions by individuals who were of sexual misconduct by Kelly, including services that McDavid provided to falsify and create a false entry in a record, document, and tangible object. 9. It was further part of the conspiracy that Kelly used physical abuse, violence, threats of violence, blackmail, and other controlling behaviors against victims so that Kelly could maintain control over them, prevent them from providing evidence to law enforcement, and persuade them to continue to abide by prior false statements relating to Kelly's sexual contact and sexual acts with minors and videos of such conduct. Now, 10 says that it was further part of the conspiracy that Kelly, McDavid, individual A, and others concealed and hid and caused to be concealed and hidden the existence of the acts, existence of and acts done in furtherance of the conspiracy.
They ain't trying to push that one. We're gonna have to go back to the third floor.
Right. So individual A has to be Jack Palladino. It has to be. But he has passed away. 3 people have passed away that know a lot about this conspiracy. Isn't that crazy? Doesn't that boggle your mind? And the land fair, the father, Gregory, I don't know how he passed or what he passed of. It must have been a natural cause of something of that nature.
A hair of energy. Oh, God.
Now, the next charge is overt acts, meaning he did his thing and knew what he was doing, and he did it in front of everybody and didn't care. He just did some stuff overtly, you know, like they should have did this shit 30 years ago. Yeah, no, he's so overt. Yeah, no. 11. In furtherance of the conspiracy and to accomplish the objectives of the conspiracy, defendants committed one or more overt acts in the Northern District of Illinois' Eastern Division and elsewhere, which overt acts included but were not limited to the following. A, on or about August 21st of 2021, sorry, let's take it back. Letter A, that on or about August 21st, 2001, individual A, acting as an agent for Kelly, Jack Palladino.
I fucked up. I got 2.
Yeah, Jack Palladino is individual A, and he is passed on.
Like a little bit of energy, man. You should have died.
So individual A, acting as an agent for Kelly and McDavid, entered into a contract with individual B. Like I said, individual B is Charles Freeman, to recover and return videotapes that depicted Kelly engaged in sexual contact and sexual acts with minors in exchange for $100,000 plus no more than $40,000 in expenses. The contract required individual B to deliver the tapes to individual A by Thursday, August 23rd, 2001, in order to receive payment. Now, B says that on or about approximately April 17, 2007, and April 20th, 2007, McDavid, on behalf of Kelly, received from individual C and D, remember Keith Murrow and Lisa Van Allen, videotapes that McDavid and Kelly knew depicted Kelly engaged in sexual contact and sexual acts with minor 1 and individual D. C says that in approximately March and April of 2007, at the direction of McDavid on Kelly's behalf, individual C and individual D took polygraph examinations regarding the videotapes that individual C and individual D had returned depicting Kelly engaged in sexual contact and sexual acts with minor 1 and individual D, including whether there were additional copies of the videotapes. Now, D says that in approximately September of 2008, now this is after he was acquitted, guys, because he was acquitted in June of 2008. So in September, R. Kelly caused Baz Productions Ltd. a check signed by McDavid to be issued to minor 1's father, payable in the amount of $30,000. Now, on or about June 30th of 2009, Kelly and McDavid caused a wire payment to be made from Bass Production Ltd's bank account to pay individual B to settle a lawsuit that individual B had filed for payment for recovering and returning videotape. Charles Freeman is definitely individual B. Individual A is Jack Palladino. Individual B is Charles Freeman. Individual C is what was the other guy? B and D is Merrill and Lisa. I mean D and C. Was it D and C? I'm a little confused now. Okay. Anyway, let's try to put the pieces together, guys. All right. So they caused the wire transaction in 2009. In June, a whole year later, on or about June 30th, 2009, Kelly and McDavid caused a wire payment to be made from Bass Production Ltd. Bank to pay individual B to settle a lawsuit that individual B had filed for payment for recovering and returning videotapes that depicted Kelly engaged in sexual contact and sexual acts with a minor. Now, F says that in approximately August 2013, Kelly caused Bass Productions Ltd. to transfer title of a GMC Yukon Denali to minor 1. Now, in approximately September of 2014, Kelly caused a wire transfer in the amount of $80,000 to be paid to McDavid through his firm, Winkler and McDavid Ltd. So that must have been when he paid him some of his money because, he had to pay R. Kelly. At 2014, McDavid allegedly left R. Kelly. He hadn't been working for him. He stopped working for him in 2014. So I guess that was the last of his payments that he was getting. This is what I'm thinking, right? Now, H says in approximately October 2014, Kelly caused a RSK Enterprises LLC check to be issued to minor 1, payable in the amount of $1,150 with the notation personal RK in the memo line. Now, in approximately October 2015, Kelly caused the wire payment to be made from RSK Enterprises LLC to Minor One, payable in the amounts of $1,150 with the notion settlement payment, although the payment was not made pursuant to a settlement with Kelly. Then Jay says that in approximately December of 2015, now at this time he had Azriel. In December of 2015, he was with Azriel and Joy. Now, in approximately December of 2015, Kelly caused the wire payment in the amount of $100,000 to be made from RSK Enterprises, LLC, to agents of McDavid and McDavid's behalf. So in 2015, he continued to pay Daryl McDavid for hiding and concealing the whole bribery, the whole conspiracy, I mean. Now, all of this is in violation of Title Code Section 371. Count number 6.
Yo, right here in the room, right here in the room. Oh, how the fuck did I miss this nigga, yo?
And they also have him on child pornography here as well. He for messing with minors. So it's not a double jeopardy regardless, because they also have new evidence to present. So whenever there is new evidence to present in an old case, they could bring it back up, as well as obstruction of justice. So they threw all of it together.
To the right.
That's what they did.
Oh, and behind us.
So now count number 6. The special May 2019 grand jury further charges that the paragraphs that we just read, right? Paragraphs 1, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, E, and 8 of count 5 are incorporated here. Incorporated here. I'm sorry.
That shit is annoying. I'm not.
And 8 of counts 5 are incorporated here. Beginning in or around August.
Yeah, it's okay. Give you a little chat.
Sorry about that, guys. We're almost done anyway. Yeah, we got like 8 more pages. All right. Count 6. It says that in paragraphs 1, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7E and 8 of count 5 are incorporated here. 2. Beginning in or around August of 2001 and continuing to in or around April 2007 at Chicago in the Northern District of Illinois, Eastern Division, and elsewhere, Robert Sylvester Kelly, also known as R. Kelly, Daryl McDavid, and Milton Brown, also known as June Brown, defendants herein, did knowingly conspire with others, individual A, individual B, and others known and unknown to the grand jurors, to receive child pornography as defined in Title 18 United States Code, Section 22568A, namely Video 2, Video 3, and Video 4. That has been mailed and shipped and transported in interstate and foreign commerce by any means, in violation of Title 18 United States Code Section 2252A, A2, and B1. Count 7, the special May 2019 grand jury further charges. In or around 2001 at Chicago, in Northern District of Illinois, Eastern Division, and elsewhere, Robert Kelly, also known as R. Kelly, and Daryl McDavid, defendants herein, did knowingly receive child pornography as defined in Title 18 United States Code Section 22568A, namely Video 2 and Video 3, that has been mailed and shipped and transported in interstate and foreign commerce by any means. And this is in violation of Sections 2252A, A2, and 2. April 17, 2007 to on or about April 20th, 2007 at Chicago, in the Northern District, Illinois of Eastern Division, and elsewhere, Robert Sylvester Kelly, also known as R. Kelly, and Daryl McDavid, defendants herein did knowingly receive child pornography as defined in Title 18, Section 22568A, namely Video 4, that has been mailed and shipped and transported in interstate and foreign commerce by any means. And we know the 18 United States Code, Section 2252 AA2 and 2. Count 9. Beginning from approximately 1997 and continuing to approximately September of 2001 at Chicago in the Northern District, Illinois, Eastern Division, Robert Sylvester Kelly, also known as R. Kelly, defendant herein, using the mail or any facility and means to interstate and foreign commerce, did knowingly persuade, induce, entice, and coerce any individual, namely minor 1, who had not attained the age of 18 years, to engage in sexual activity for which any person can be charged with the criminal offense, namely aggravated criminal sexual abuse, in violation of Title 720 Illinois Compiled Statutes Section 512 through 16D. So, remember, there is a state charge for R. Kelly that has to deal with Title 720 Illinois Compiled Statutes of this section that has to deal with aggravated criminal sexual abuse.
Get the fuck out of here.
So they're talking about the sexual abuse case as well.
Yeah, like if I ain't got no fucking plates on.
because in the sexual abuse case, Rashonda Landfair is in that case.
I'm trying to get my shit.
Count 10. In or around summer of 1996 at Chicago and Northern District of Illinois, Eastern Division, and elsewhere, Robert Sylvester Kelly, also known as R. Kelly, defendant herein, using the mail or any facility and means of interstate and foreign commerce, did knowingly persuade, induce, entice, and coerce any individual, namely minor 3, who had not attained the age of 18 years to engage in sexual activity for which any person can be charged with a criminal offense, namely aggravated criminal sexual abuse in violation of Title 720 Illinois Compiled Statute Sections 512-16D and United States Code Section 2422B. Count 11. Beginning from approximately 1999 and continuing to approximately August 2000, at Chicago and Northern District of Illinois Eastern Division, Robert Sylvester Kelly, also known as R. Kelly, defendant herein, using the mail or any facility and means of interstate and foreign commerce, did knowingly persuade, induce, entice, and coerce any individual, namely minor 4, who had not attained the age of 18 years, to engage in sexual activity for which any person can be charged with criminal offense, namely sexual exploitation of a child, in violation of United States Code Section 2251A. So R. Kelly is being charged with sexual exploitation of a child.
This nigga jumped out the window to get me ass. Yo, that was a free kill.
Aggravated criminal sexual abuse.
Look. They're hiding in there. Yes, somebody's hiding.
Aggravated criminal sexual abuse. 2 times. And they're both being charged with interstate commerce.
Shut up.
Okay, tough guy.
We were at 11, right? Okay.
Yeah, okay, tough guy.
Count 12. Beginning from approximately 1997 and continuing to approximately October of 2001 at Chicago and Northern District of Illinois Eastern Division, Robert Sylvester Kelly, also known as R. Kelly, defendant herein using the mail or any facility and means of interstate and foreign commerce, did knowingly persuade, induce, entice, and coerce any individual, namely minor 5, who had not attained the age of 18 years, to engage in sexual activity for which any person can be charged with a criminal offense, namely aggravated criminal sexual abuse, in violation of Title 720 Illinois Compiled Statute Section 512-16D and the United States Code Section 2242B. What is that?
Salsa.
Oh, I really can't have that too much, but I'll just take one. Thank you.
Cheese.
Come on, man. What the fuck, yo? Y'all gonna find my shoot motherfuckers or you keep running?
Count 13. Beginning from approximately 1997 and continuing to approximately December 2000, at Chicago in the Northern District of Illinois Eastern Division, Robert Kelly, also known as R. Kelly, defendant herein, using the mail or any facility and means of interstate and foreign commerce, did knowingly persuade, induce, entice, and coerce any individual, namely minor 6, who had not attained the age of 18 years, to engage in sexual activity for which any person can be charged with criminal offense, namely aggravated criminal sexual abuse.
GG, guys, you guys lost.
So he's got a lot of charges here.
You guys all suck. Well,
all right, so before we go to forfeiture, right?
You suck.
So let's see.
Yeah, just leave the game.
So
We're not gonna win.
he's got 13 charges, right? He's got 13 counts. 13, right? 13 counts. Let's see.
Right there.
Yeah, we're behind you in front of 2 different slots.
Or you're screwed.
Shit, I'm gonna die anyway.
You got this. This could suck.
So Daryl McDavid only has 1 count, 2 counts,
Yeah, I'll be back. I'll go in the kitchen.
3 counts,
Wash your hands.
and Milton Brown has 1 count.
Actually, I'm not gonna wash them yet because I have pee.
And 4 counts for McDavid.
I'm gonna let the professional get on.
Smell. Smell. Smell.
Yeah.
Okay. 4 counts,
Am I
5
allowed to
counts.
bark?
So 5 counts for McDavid, 2 counts for June Brown.
Yo, you fucking made a mess with this shit. This is how you leave it, right?
Because I don't want to roll that back up.
That's it.
I'm fucking making a mess. Leave your fucking shit.
I didn't make them.
What's this? Take it out, put it away.
Okay, so it's 5 counts. That's what it looks like for me. 5 counts. Yeah, 5 counts for McDavid. 4 or 5 counts for McDavid, 2 counts for June Brown, and 13 counts for Rkelly.
This lady has literally punched my eye, and
Right, that's what it said. 13 counts.
How did you cry?
Why can't
My
why
eye,
can't I play art?
and I stood.
That's it, you're not playing on.
How you cry after that?
So you get out the kitchen.
Let's. Yo, keep up.
I've been doing my schoolwork, and now I have extra.
Okay.
schoolwork on.
So I just wanted to go back and go through that. My phone's about to die. Can somebody give me my charger, please?
So can I? Where's your?
Thank you. It's in the phone, in the kitchen, I think. Or not over here by the table.
Nasty like that?
Okay.
And like my fucking chicken?
So can I?
Okay, so the next thing is a forfeiture allegation, which means assets got to be recovered. He's going to owe money. Thanks, babe. He owes money to the government, to the girls. That's what it is. So this is kind of like his fine that he has to pay. All right, let's just break it down like that. Yes, don't forget, guys, smash that like button. Thank you very much. Smash it. Don't forget, guys. Thank you. Hit that like and share. And if you are not subscribed to my channel, please make sure to subscribe. Hit the little notification bell. You hit it, and then you're going to open up a box, and it's going to say, well, you're going to hit it, and it's going to click the bell, but you're going to hit it again. And then you're going to see an option that pops up. You click the all option, and you will get everything that I put. Because if you just click the bell, you're only going to get personalized stuff, whatever that means, but you won't get everything. Okay? All right, guys. Gracias. Gracias, mi amor. Thank you for the love. And yes, if you would like to donate to the channel, donations are appreciated and welcome. Thank you, guys. You can hit my Cash App. It's Diva Divine Light. You can also hit my Zelle or PayPal. And the information is scrolling on the screen here. If you guys can see it, the information is there. If not, you can always go to the About section in the channel. And you go to the About section and it has all my information there. Okay? Okay. So let's finish this so we can, I could get out of here. All right. Now, forfeiture allegations. 1. Upon conviction of an offense in violation of the Title 18 U.S. State Codes, Sections 2251, 2252A, as set forth in this superseding indictment, defendants Robert Sylvester Kelly, also known as R. Kelly, Daryl McDavid, and Milton Brown, aka June Brown, shall forfeit to the United States of America any matter which contains visual depictions described in Title 18 United States Code Sections 2252A, any property constituting and traceable to gross profits and other proceeds obtained from such offense, and any property used and intended to be used to commit and to promote the commission of such offense, any property traceable to such property as provided by Title 18, United States Code Sections 2253, and 2, upon conviction as an offense in violation of Title 18, U.S. Code Section 2422, as set forth in the superseding indictment, defendant Robert Sylvester Kelly, also known as R. Kelly, shall forfeit the United States of America any property, real or personal, used or intended to be used to commit or to facilitate the commission of such offense, and any property, real or personal, that constitutes or is diverted from proceeds traceable to any such offense as provided by Title 18 United States Code 2428. So the property to be forfeited includes, but is not limited to, A, a personal money judgment in the amount of at least approximately $1,554,748. And B, all right, title, and interest in stock and all other ownership interest in Bass Productions Ltd. and Winkler and McDavid Ltd. in whatever form held by defendants. So in other words, guys, they're going to have to give up their businesses. They're going to have to give up their businesses. Lockdown, freeze mode, bank accounts are going to be frozen. Everything is going to be taken away from these guys. Anything personal they own, homes, cars, anything that had to do with them making money off of this deal, conspiracy, they will be paying back. Then it says that if any of the property described above, as a result of any act or omission by a defendant, cannot be located upon the exercise of due diligence, has been transferred or sold to or deposited with a third party, has been placed beyond the jurisdiction of the court, and has been substantially diminished in value, or has been commingled with other property which cannot be divided without difficulty. The United States of America shall be entitled to forfeiture or substitute property as provided by Title 21, United States Code, Section 853P. And this is a true bill. And that is the end of that. So what do you guys think of all of this? Can't wait for the next trial to come up. I'm going to drop my link. And if anyone would like to come up, I'm going to give you guys a few minutes. If anyone would like to come up and share your thoughts, that would be totally awesome, guys. I would love to have you here on the panel with me. So if you're in the bushes and you want to jump out, jump on the panel, you can. It's cool like that. It don't matter if you're this side, that side, just as long as you're respectful. We could talk. We could talk about it. We sure can. All right. In the meantime, while we're waiting for some people to maybe say some things, I'm going to go through the chat and say hello to everyone once again. Hello, everyone, once again. Tasha, what's up, mommy? T-Bam, rocking with the truth. Karen J. Lanice, hi, mommy. James, what's up, my James? Okay, let's see who popped up. Oh, hi, Tears.
Hey, Diva.
What's up,
I
mama?
just want to hop on and say that R. Kelly never getting out because of his own doing, okay?
Right.
Nobody did this but him.
That's right. And, you know, and he did have his help. We are upset. His help. We
enabled him.
That's right. We are upset. Trust me. We are upset that these other enablers are not locked up with him. We don't understand it either. Trust me, we don't. And we want all of them to sit with them.
I feel like they all going to jail. As soon as after they charge R. Kelly, they getting the others.
I hope so.
The others that they mentioned. Because the thing about it is they knew that pedophilia was going on and they didn't do nothing to stop it because they wanted to keep their job.
Right. They wanted to keep their jobs. Exactly. It was all for money. You know, I mean, I understand that we have to feed our families, but is the price tag really worth it?
Exactly. Like you are going against your morals.
That's
and
right.
you act as if you don't have a child yourself, like something like this can't come back around to your own family.
That's right. You know, you have to think this is real life situations. There are other people, regular Joe Schmoes like me and you, that are going through these things now as we speak.
Exactly.
And still people are sweeping things under the rug as we speak. And it's a shame. And it's time that this stops. It's time that it stops. We have to stop these generational curses. We have to stop these predators from preying on our children. And we have to teach our children to be better. You know, you
and as a parent, you set the example. Like, because people say that you can raise your kid any type of way and they'll still turn out a certain way, but still in the back of their head, they got those morals that you bestowed in them. So clearly you wasn't doing your job.
That's right. That's right. You know, and for the parents who were complicit in his crimes, shame on yous, and you should be sitting right next to that man, right next to him.
Exactly.
I don't agree.
I hope they get them too.
I don't know like how this works, but the laws of the land are strange, and it all depends on if the people are willing to bring their abusers to court. You know what I mean? Those enablers or their parents to court.
Right.
I mean, if I was a child, say I was victimized, but let's just say I was one of the girls in Rkelly's situation, right? Okay, years later, now this comes out, and I know that my parents was complicit with everything. I myself am going to go and press charges against my parent. I can do that as an adult.
Exactly, because you ruined my life. I got to deal with this forever. And where was you at as my parent to try to come stop this or save me?
Right. So me, personally, if I was, for example, you know, Rashawn Landfair, I would take my mother to court. I would sue her ass.
Exactly.
I would definitely take her to court. I'm sorry, Mom, but you know what? All that time you did me dirty, and I was feeling a kind of way, but I felt so trapped I didn't know what to do. I kept on with the shenanigans because y'all taught me it was okay.
Right.
So yeah, those parents need to be locked up. Rashonda's mother needs to be in jail.
Right along with Aaliyah's mama.
Right along with Diana Horton. And it's crazy how both those males, the parents of those, both fathers died.
Right. And I think it's due to stress because Aaliyah's father, it really hurt him bad.
Yeah.
About what was going on. Like her mama knew, but the father is the one that stopped that shit.
Right. And the father didn't really do much. Like he didn't really help much. I mean, he was like, shh, listen, I'm getting paid. Like he's paying me every week. We got a house because of him. We got a new car because of him. We got this because of him. We got that because of him. Let it be. Rashana loves him anyway.
Right.
You know what I mean? Like, but by the time she was already exposed, she was already in love with Rkelly. She was probably saying to her parents, oh my God, please don't send him to jail. I love him and he loves me. Who knows how much shit he put in her head?
She was a kid.
Yes, a baby at that, like Aaliyah. A baby, just like Aaliyah. That's crazy.
But at the end of the day, nobody forced Rkelly to get aroused by little kids with his sick ass. And that's why he going to jail. He recorded everything. Why? Like, why did you save everything? Like, I kind of understand from his childhood, but still, as an adult, you grew up and you know what's right from wrong because you didn't post that shit on social media. You hid them. So you knew you was doing wrong. You know, he ain't that dumb.
Right. And, you know, that whole childhood thing, I'm really starting to begin to think and wonder if he paid his sister off to lie and say, if anybody asks you, yes, you did abuse me. I will pay you for the rest of my life as long as I get paid.
Right. I want to hear from his sister.
Yeah.
That'd be very interesting.
Yeah. And what if the brother was told to lie about that as well?
Man, his brother be all over the place. I don't know what the hell he's lying or telling the truth about.
Right. And Lady Nemesis, mommy, you asked me, do you know if they are going to try all together or separated? They are going to be tried all together. Daryl McDavid, June Brown, and R. Kelly are co-conspirators. They are co-defendants in this case. They will all be at the trial at the same time.
They all going to jail. Ouch.
They're all going down. They're all going down. He might lose weight now that he knows he's not getting out for a few years. Or he might just eat himself to death.
Right, that's what he doing. That is what he doing. For him to have diabetes, he sure is eating like a maniac. I thought he was supposed to be eating healthy food.
All them Twinkies. He ain't got no goddamn healthy food. They got Twinkies.
He wants Snickers.
Right, they got all types of things in there. Like, that's not healthy. So, per Flower Pot, the mechanic ran with the money. He couldn't even bring any witnesses in, while all the supporters paid for the bootleg overflow room reporters to be there.
Listen, I'm so tired of that lady.
Oh my God.
She was just praising him. And now that R. Kelly got convicted, she mad at him. First of all, Kenny didn't have no chance of winning that motherfucking case. And you know it.
That's right.
That bitch is hopping on everybody's channel, going on interviews. You only worked for him for a year. Tell the truth. You was a groupie bitch too.
Yeah.
Call these little girls. You was fucking him while he was married to Drea.
Yes. Hey, this 504 girl. Lady Nemesis. Hello, everyone. Once again.
That lady gets on my nerve. Kennick shrunk. I mean, what she say? Kennick sunk the shit. No, R. Kelly did.
Exactly. Now, again, Greenberg said R. Kelly does not want to cooperate. That's why he had such a hard time with him. And I believe that. Mm-hmm. I believe Greenberg. You
because
don't see
if you're innocent, why you not getting on the stand to defend yourself?
And even at that, he's supposed to tell his lawyer the truth and nothing but the truth. So help him God, because that is what's going to give his attorneys a chance to give him a good defense. But if he keeps lying and denying things and hiding things and not letting them know, how can they defend him?
Exactly, because that's what the lawyers are there for, to cover up your lies, dumbass.
Right? Exactly. So who's the one that's fucking it up? R. Kelly. Stop blaming everybody else. This is ridiculous. Everybody is blaming everybody else except for R. Kelly, the man who is on trial. Like, that's crazy.
He recorded videos of himself messing with these little girls. He voice recorded himself beating them. Like, come on. How could anybody beat that case? How could any lawyer beat it?
Right, like there was, like they said, a preponderance of evidence. Did you not see the government wheeling in things? They even have a giant board. Like, they popped out this big board with everybody's faces and who was connected to who, and they even had an octopus and all the girls and Jane Does and all these other witnesses to corroborate the facts of the story of the narrative that they went with, which was the women's truth. R. Kelly did not speak his truth because he's been lying. So therefore, how can you win a case if you're lying?
Exactly, because in an argument, when you losing, you ain't got nothing to say. What can you say? You lost already.
Yeah.
He was gonna get on that stand and have a tantrum like he did with Gil.
Right. I agree with that. And let's see. Rockin said, and a nutritionist that was never in the kitchen making healthy meals, or a bastard wouldn't have to go to McDonald's. You're right. You're absolutely right. You're right. if she was making healthy meals, he wouldn't have, or good meals, he wouldn't have to go to McDonald's all the time. But his excuse for going to McDonald's was for the little girls, and that I'm loving it shit, he says, right?
Mm. Yeah, to pick up little girls and little boys.
Yes, Rashonda Landfair is going to testify for sure. Yes, thank you guys. You can support the
She
channel.
already testified. I hate when they keep saying that. This one person was in the comments that Vivica Fox and somebody else they was talking about R. Kelly. And they talking about, do you know who Rashonda's boyfriend is? She is not gonna testify. Who the fuck cares who her boyfriend or baby daddy is? She already testified and she's gonna do it again. She has to.
Right. She's already subpoenaed to testify. That's it. She already went to the grand jury, and I'm pretty sure they subpoenaed her after that. This is federal. It's not state. They subpoenaed her ass to have to be there. I'm telling you.
She gotta be there.
She's gotta be there. Well, we know so far it's 5 witnesses because it's 5 minors, right? And then there's 4 individuals. So those are also the witnesses to his crimes. And then the 3 co-conspirators. And then whoever else they might use to corroborate stories of that nature, who knows? Who knows? Yes, they're all going down, girl. Yes, they are.
Everybody involved.
They sure are.
Well, all right, man. I'm about to get ready to go to the lake. I just wanted to tell the Bush buzzers that R. Kelly is never getting out of jail, okay? So stop the bullshit. Oh, excuse me, Diva. But stop the BS. No appeal will save him. Okay, y'all could do 20 million appeals. Like every motion got denied, all his appeals will be denied. Okay, R. Kelly's never getting out. When he go to the Chicago trial, he's getting convicted again. Okay, so get over it. Stop blaming everybody. It's not the juror's fault. It's not Judge Anley's fault. It's not the prosecutor's fault. It's R. Kelly's fault. Okay.
That's right. That's right.
All right, Diva.
All right, baby. Thank you, Tears. I love you, mommy.
Love you too.
All right, baby. One. Hey, Anthony. What's up, puppy? So yeah, he's never getting out. Point blank, period. He's got all these other trials coming up. Hey, Candy, wifey. Straight out of AC. What's up? What's up? What's up? Dynamite. Hey, baby. I haven't seen you in a minute. What's up? D-Live for Christ. What's up, lady? Ty. Oh, take R. Kelly. What's up, mama? I said hello to James and T-Bam. Yes. Okay. Andrew once again. Yes. Guys, don't forget to hit that like button for me, okay? Don't forget. Smash that. Don't forget, y'all. Thank you. And I'm going to take us out with a little short video. And then we can go over other things as days go by. I will go through certain things that I have that were brought out within the past 2 years about his Chicago trial while they were going through it. I'll go revisit certain things so we can learn. All right. I will definitely do that. Definitely. Let me go here. Let me do my thing. Hold on. I have something with Miss Donnelly, and I wanted to play it for you guys. Let me see. Let me see if this was it. Let me go on mute for a second. I'm going to go on mute for a second, guys. Thank you, guys. Thank you. Thank you. This is in honor of Judge Ann Donnelly. I found this on YouTube, and I'm going to end it with this little note. Oh, wait. Shit. And Diva loves you guys. Peace.